Everyone chases dreams in life. We run after success, wealth, and recognition. But at the end of the day, many of us still feel empty inside. If you've ever felt this way, then this story is for you. Stay with me till the end, because it may hold the key to true happiness. Long ago, in a peaceful village, surrounded by green hills and clear rivers, lived a young man named David. David was admired by everyone. He was brave, determined, and strong. Whenever life brought a challenge, David was the first to step forward. But what no one could see was the sadness he carried inside. Even after achieving so much, David felt incomplete. Something was missing. On the outside, his life looked perfect. But deep inside, he knew a piece of his story was unfinished. Day by day, that emptiness grew heavier. One day, David heard about a wise old man named Eli, who lived in a small hut near the forest. People said Eli's words were like a mirror, that speaking to him could change the way you saw life. With hope in his heart, David set out to meet him. When he arrived, he found Eli sitting calmly, with peaceful eyes and a kind smile. David spoke with a voice full of pain. "Grandpa Eli, I need your help. I work hard. I fight every challenge. I achieve much, yet I still feel empty. Please tell me, how can I find true happiness?" Eli listened carefully, then replied, "I will help you, David. But first, you must do something for me." He pointed to an old wooden bucket, cracked and worn. "For 1 week, take this bucket to the river every day. Fill it with water and pour it into my well." David was surprised. The bucket was full of cracks. Surely most of the water would leak away. Still, he agreed. The next morning, David began the task. Under the hot sun, he filled the bucket at the river. By the time he carried it back, most of the water had leaked out. The well remained almost empty. The same thing happened the next day, and again the day after that. Day after day, David worked hard but saw no results. The walk was long, the bucket felt heavy, and each time the well stayed nearly dry. By the end of the week, David was exhausted and discouraged. He returned to Eli, holding the bucket with disappointment. "Grandpa," he said softly, "I failed. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't fill the well." But Eli smiled. "You did not fail, David. In fact, you did exactly what I wanted. Turn around and look behind you." David turned. His eyes widened in amazement. The dry, dusty path he had walked all week was now alive, with fresh green grass and blooming flowers on both sides. How did this happen?" David whispered. Eli's voice was calm and full of wisdom. "The water that leaked from your bucket was not wasted. It gave life to the road you walked. Life, David, is just like this bucket. We all have cracks, our flaws, our mistakes, our struggles. But that doesn't make our efforts useless. True happiness is not only found in the destination, but in the journey itself, and in the beauty we create along the way." At that moment, David's heart felt lighter. He understood. His efforts, even when imperfect, were never wasted. With every step, he was leaving something meaningful behind. David returned to his village not with all the answers, but with a new peace in his heart. For the first time, he realized that life's true joy is not at the finish. It's in the journey itself. This story teaches us something powerful. Don't wait for happiness, only at the end of your goals. Our cracks, our weaknesses don't stop us from making a difference. In fact, they can create beauty along the way. So instead of asking, "What's missing in my life?" ask yourself, "What beauty am I creating on my journey?" If this story touched your heart, please subscribe, like, and share it with someone you care about. Thank you for listening.